Welcome back to the Pantano podcast. This is Evan Savage, and I have with me
Jilly.
And we're going to talk about teachers coming into a school halfway through the year or a quarter way through the year. I'd like to start the podcast by saying it's definitely an interesting topic because it's a whole new environment for all of the students all around, and the teacher. The teacher has to get used to the students. The students have to get used to the teacher. It's a whole new learning curve in the middle of the year, and it's a struggle because the teacher can have a hard time getting the assignments together for the students or getting the students together and actually wanting to work on assignments after having a substitute. What are some key points that you would like to touch up on this topic?
Well, I think it's also a lot different because of our school itself. Yeah. Our school is so different than like the larger schools, like Cienega or Endrada. I've never gone to any of those schools. I just know they're large schools. And then our school is like so small. We have different not standards, but like expectations. Yeah. And so it's just kind of like, because it's smaller, you make more personal connections with the teachers, and it's just a whole different dimension, basically. I don't even know how to word it. It's just,
oh yeah,
I could imagine being a teacher and coming here from like a larger school and being like, these children are so independent in a way. I mean, not everyone, not in like, there's a lot of people who are very dependent, but we are more expected to act like adults, because we're juniors and seniors. A lot of people here aren't even juniors. It's mostly just seniors, in my opinion.
Yep.
And we're, a lot of us are over 18 too. So it's just,
oh yeah,
we're not expected to ask for permission for every little movement.
Oh yeah. That's something that some of the teachers may need to think about, or notice when coming to Pantano, is halfway through the year, you'll see some students walking out of the classroom and you'll want to go stop them, but don't, because here at Pantano, we have, just like in a job position, let's say you're in a meeting, you have to go to the bathroom and you raise your hand, you stop that meeting. You don't want to do that in a job, and it keeps a level of professionalism with these students, and independence, like you said. A lot of other schools where it's like freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, like all the way 9th through or 10th through 12th or whatever. It's very dependent students, which I've noticed coming over here from Endrada. So seeing this whole change and then having a new teacher halfway through the year was a little bit confusing to me because I got used to everybody and I got used to having certain privileges, I would say, and expectations to be able to actually take care of myself.
Yeah, and I think that I had a point I was going to say, but I'm not going to lie. My brain just went like silent. Oh, and I feel like, the students here, it would be understandable for a teacher to come here and be not so trusting of students being like, oh, I'm going to go to the bathroom. I'm not going to say anything to you. I'm just going to leave, take the pass and leave. And then worry about like, is this student going to come back? I'm new here. I don't even know the student's name. Do I say something? But honestly, I've noticed that most of the students here are really like, they're pretty responsible about it. I mean, yeah, there's probably, newer kids or the occasional, like, I'm just going to sit in the bathroom for 20 minutes. But usually when that happens, it's like that student needs that time. That student is like going through something. Because I like never use the bathroom, but when I do, if there is someone that's like sitting in there for a while, like they're having a moment, So it's like, okay, are you okay? Like, do you need anything? No, you just want some alone time? All right, I'll leave you alone. And then also, like, sometimes students will just kind of walk out and, like, go talk to Verdon or something. Like, because there's no time. I'm I got tears running down my face. I'm not going to come tell you, I need to go to Verdon's. I need to stop, because it's like, it's putting them on spot. And it's like, you're interrupting class time just so that you can go get the help that you need, and it puts you on spot.
100%.
It interrupts. It's just not needed. But yeah, for the most part, I really think that most of the students here are pretty responsible about like the time they're using in the bathrooms, or like if they're stepping out or they just need a minute, they need to take a phone call. Like that's another thing is like we're expected to know, like if you have a phone call, you step out and take the phone call.
Yep.
Literally so that you aren't interrupting class. So to have to sit there with the phone ringing in your hand and be like, can I go take a phone call?
Yeah.
It's kind of just like you're defeating the whole purpose. And
100%.
it's like, yeah, if you just kind of walk out, you know, teacher looks at you because you're opening the door, you show your phone, like she'll probably catch on. He or her will catch on and be like, oh, they got to take a phone call.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, but then again, it's not like we're saying anything bad about those teachers because we understand like it can be a big jump, like whether you're coming from another high school, an elementary school, it's different no matter what. Because this is a different school. Like you're meant to
130,000%.
Yeah, like you have to understand. And that doesn't mean, you know, anyone should just get away with everything. But just keep track, you know, like keep track of, okay, who's not doing what they need to do and who's taking advantage of my kindness.
Yeah.
You know?
Seriously.
Because, like, yeah, there will be those people. We're not going to say everyone does what they're supposed to at all times. We're little angels. You know, we are, but, you know.
I almost don't want to drag her off of track again. A little, I guess, off track, but point to, like, kind of what you said earlier, but about the teachers at the other high schools. And this goes not just for Vail School District, but high schools all around. Teachers, you should not be babysitting your students. These are students that are going into adulthood. If they seem like they need to go walk out, let them. I mean, if they have a history of not doing such good things, then that's when I'd be like, oh yeah, that makes sense. Go ahead and be like, hey, why are you walking out the door? Other than that, you should be able to let your students go find the right time and resources to go and get some help if needed. Use the bathroom. They shouldn't have to ask you because you're stopping class by making a scene about it, and they're stopping class by having to sit there and wait. Don't be disrespectful to your students, and the students shouldn't be disrespectful to you. And that's how I see it. I view it very equally. There's a lot of equality out of this whole thing.
Yeah, and then another thing I just want to say really quick, it might be a little off topic, but I notice a lot of students saying, oh, this teacher is so rude.
Oh, yeah.
She's not cool at all. She the B word, you know? And it's like, you're like, oh, why do you think that? And they're like, well, she makes me do my work and she doesn't let me be on my phone.
That's where I would say that does not make sense.
Yeah, and it's like, and it's sad because it's like, well, they're just trying to help you because there is a reason you're not passing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not even a diss towards anyone.
Oh,
but
no,
like,
not at all.
If you're not passing and then you sit there and complain about why am I not passing and then continue to do things as in nothing, you're not going to pass. No one's going to hold your hand throughout life. You have to learn how to do those things yourself. You cannot rely on someone to hold your hand through life and then expect everything to be okay, you know?
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, teachers, don't be afraid to, you know, do something.
Oh, yeah.
To the students who don't do anything. But, you know, students also be respectful. I do hear a lot of things of people complaining about teachers when it's, you shouldn't be complaining because the things that you're complaining about are not valid. It's not valid to do nothing and then expect everything. That's not how the world works. I'm sorry.
Not at all. No, I completely agree. It's wrong. Give the teachers respect, because I see frustration in some teachers where it's like there's definitely some moments where there's teachers like, oh gosh, like why is this happening to me? And I think sometimes maybe the teachers need to look in a student's point of view, but most of the time, the student it hasn't even thought to look in the teacher's point of view. So, a little thing for all the students out there: think about what your teacher's got to do for you to be able to pass, and that's just for you. And then all the other students that they have to take care of in one day, let alone throughout a week or a month or a whole school year. It's rough. Think about what their position is and where you are, and show everybody a little bit of equality and respect that you guys all deserve.
All right, and we are running out of time, but I do want to say one last little sentence. I forgot. Never mind.
All right. That was episode, I don't know, episode 8 of the Pantano podcast. And please remember that Pantano is an alcohol, tobacco, and drug-free campus. And that was today's Pantano podcast.